Hello students, I am Dr.Rafique, Government Degree College, Latifabad, Hyderabad. Today I am going to discuss about the anaerobic respiration. In this step we just concerned with the anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration means fermentation. There is no difference in between the aerobic respiration and fermentation. Anaerobic respiration and fermentation is a same thing. Anaerobic respiration and fermentation is a same thing, we can say. Fermentation, same thing. Nothing is difference between the fermentation and anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration do not require mitochondria. Do not require it. Means respiration do not require mitochondria and oxygen. Two things you should keep in mind. Anaerobic respiration do not require two things. One is oxygen and other is mitochondria. Means this respiration always occur in the absence of oxygen. Without mitochondria, do not utilize the mitochondria. So where it is occurring? So means first step already I have shown you mito glycolysis. First step of respiration, cellular respiration, is glycolysis. Glycolysis produce one glucose burn, break and produce two pyruvates. Three carbon containing two pyruvates. Two pyruvates produced by the six carbon containing glucose burn anaerobically, or we can say without oxygen, and it break into three carbon containing pyruvic acid. This pyruvic acid is common for the aerobic and anaerobic respiration both. So in fermentation, again we can say anaerobic respiration are of two types. One is the ethyl alcoholic fermentation that utilized to form the alcohol, and other is a lactic acid fermentation. Here you can say, see this one, this is a glycolysis process. This is the same. Glycolysis produce 4 ATPs. Glycolysis produce 4 ATPs while 2 itself utilize. 2 means it produce 4 ATPs, means one glycolysis process required 2 ATPs to start the process of glucose burning breakdown, while from this whole process it produced the 4 ATPs. Means the glycolysis process utilize 2 ATP and produce 4 ATP, and we can say it release 2 ADP, and it means develop into ADP by using 4 ADPs. So here you can see this is this process is occurring in cytosol. In we can say this is the same for aerobic organism. While this is a pyruvic acid, this pyruvic acid depend on the organism. If it is utilizing, breaking into the lactic acid in this way, you can see here lactic acid is 3 carbon containing compounds. From the lactic acid fermentation, only lactic acid produced, it do not produce carbon dioxide. It produce very minute quantity of energy, but it produce especially lactic acid. It produce especially lactic acid. And other one is ethanol, ethyl alcoholic fermentation. Ethyl alcoholic fermentation means alcohol plus carbon dioxide. Ethanol produce, this is two carbon containing, and also it produce the carbon dioxide. Means it produce ethanol ethanol produce two carbon containing compound ethanol, and one carbon dioxide. How it will occur? Let's move. First one is a lactic acid fermentation. This type of fermentation occur in human body especially. Means during heavy exercise, at that time we are using carbon oxygen. Means muscles utilizing especially oxygen. Means remaining that cells that do not means get or receive oxygen alternate to oxygen, they directly burn the pyruvic acid into the lactic acid. This type of condition especially occur in the lactic acid fermentation, especially cause the muscular fatigue in the human body especially. This is a glycolysis that produce the 2 pyruvate because it use 6 carbon containing glucose. It produce 6 carbon containing 6 carbon containing glucose burned by the help of glycolysis, and it produce 2 3 carbon containing pyruvate, carbon containing 3 carbon containing pyruvate, 3 carbon, and this 2 3 carbon containing pyruvate again utilized into lactic acid fermentation. This is known as a lactic lactic acid fermentation. This lactic acid fermentation that is 3 carbon containing. That's why it do not produce carbon dioxide. Means pyruvate is 3 carbon containing. Similarly, lactic acid is a 3 carbon containing. It just produce very minute quantity of NADH that also utilized especially for the production of ATPs. While ethyl alcoholic fermentation, this is commercially very important because especially we are using this one for the beer formation, wine formation, or simple way we can say the sharab. Carbon dioxide it produce. Means this is a similarly you can see this one is a glycolysis process. It produce utilize first one 2 ATPs. It utilize 2 ATPs and produce 4 ATPs by the help of glycolysis process. Use 2 ATP and produce 4 ATPs. In this way you can say, and the result will be this pyruvate. This is 6 carbon containing, and this pyruvate is 3 carbon containing compounds. And this pyruvate again you can see 2 pyruvate, 1 pyruvate produce 1 carbon dioxide, 2 pyruvate produce 2 carbon dioxide. That's why that are shown here. 1 pyruvate produce 1 carbon dioxide, 2 pyruvates are here available. That's why it produce 2 carbon dioxide. And the other one is acetaldehyde that further break into ethanol, or we can say ethyl alcohol. This is 2 carbon containing compound because 1 pyruvate is 3 carbon and it produces the ethanol plus 1 carbon dioxide, and other pyruvates break into ethanol that produces 1 carbon dioxide and 1 ethanol. This ethanol is especially commercially used. Means we are earning means million dollars especially from this ethyl alcohol, and this is very dangerous because people especially use it in villages, especially in the form of raw material, or we can say the kacha sharab, or we can say the thara. In village we can say the thara. Number of people die due to this locally made this type of material, especially in the villages that utilize it. This is original products, and these products are especially very dangerous because these are the poisonous. We can